welcome to another episode of Monolog. My name is Marcus, and I'm going to be your host today. We got Jose, Rick, and Leo joining in on the episode. Yeah, I'm already fucking up. Jesus.
That's cool.
Please feel free to like, share, subscribe. Any comments you guys got, please leave them in the bottom of the video. 510@gmail.com.
Who was that moving some shit?
I don't know. Either that or somebody was breathing hard as shit.
I interrupted you when you were finishing up there.
Like someone said, "Oh fuck, these guys." All right, well let me go ahead and start shit off with hold up. I got one for y'all. All right, so don't you guys hate it when old people nudge you at weddings? Hey,
Yeah, dude. It almost makes you want to nudge them at funerals and talk about your next.
yep. That's exactly what
Although that would be kind of fun.
Telling
it
you
is.
next?
The look on their goddamn faces, bro. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, bro. Fair is fair. If you could make fun of me while at a wedding, I can make fun of you while at a funeral.
That's on some Final Destination shit.
Hey, those are the two big life events: weddings and funerals. You got to take advantage of them.
Anything else you want to report?
You know what else is a big life event? Meeting you, Julio.
Oh God.
Real. All right, so let's go ahead. What happened this week with you guys? Oh, they?
So for me, obviously, it was Thanksgiving, and the event is the day after Thanksgiving. In my household, we've been doing Black Friday shopping for 3 years, and unfortunately, COVID did not stop us. We still went out there looking for deals. So we went to the mall up in Roseville to just see what we can get for Christmas shopping, and those lines were ridiculous. So you were waiting like an hour to get in because they were only doing 25% capacity. And I think the worst was people that were Black Friday shopping, but no respect for like social distancing and still have their masks, have their chins. And there's some stores we went into after waiting an hour, and we were only there for 2 minutes. So that kind of sucked.
It's like going to Disneyland without paying the entrance fee.
Yeah, and there's really no payoff once you're in. So
The only thing you're paying off is whatever you're taking out with you.
That is very true.
What happened to you?
To me, honestly, it was my wife's birthday week, so I was celebrating her birthday all week. The highlight was us going down to like Monterey and going tadpoling because, as you guys know, like I'm some weird kind of like nerd, and that kind of stuff is fun to me. And her,
a nerd with attitude.
Your mom.
Volume 1.
You didn't get it. You didn't get it.
NWA, we got it.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Nope.
I didn't get it, bro. That was good.
We'll
That's the first time. Listen. No. That is literally the first time you ever say anything that goes over my head. So I'll give you credit. Yeah. No, I'll give you credit. I'll give you credit. I'll laugh at that. Right. That was good. That was good.
All right, now, Nut, since you decided to go over somebody,
I went down to Southern California this past weekend, and a couple of things. Southern California during a COVID lockdown is the shit. And here's why. No lines anywhere, no traffic on the freeways, and you can literally, it sucks. You kind of really can't go to like a lot of amusement parks and stuff, but if you like just going hiking, going sightseeing, going to the beach with not a lot of people, it's great.
Well,
nobody tried to push you back into the ocean thinking you were a beach whale. You found out.
Nah.
Guys, come on. We found another one.
Oh my God, it's live this time.
I don't know. You barely look like you breathing. It's like, we might need to give him a CPAP machine. Holy fuck. What did you say, Jose?
I was saying, like, hopefully you're the only one that stayed home because we got 3 people on this call that had no respect for COVID and said, fuck you.
Well,
Live it.
in all
Hey,
fairness,
in
I
all
went
fairness.
somewhere that was outdoors.
Yes, exactly. I stayed away from people
Did,
too.
did you do any indoor dining?
Nope.
Oh,
Even when I went to eat for dinner, we actually reserved seating outside.
Me and my
So
girlfriend used the tailgate
we
of the
actually
truck.
sat on the little deck that the restaurant had, so we could hear the water splashing on the rocks while we ate our dinner.
Nice.
Nice.
okay. Then if you weren't 6 feet from anybody, you get a pass.
Me and my girlfriend rented a Dodge Ram, and we used the tailgate and ate on the tailgate like the entire time. So it's pretty cute.
That is a strong tailgate.
I know, dude. I was stressing that thing, man. But hey, it's a big ass truck. It better support some kind of weight.
What, both your titties?
Yeah.
Good enough. Yeah, I'm pretty much time with my girl. Of course, I had to come back home to do this, but I'm done. Right back over. All right, so since it's on me now, basically, my week was, as you know, epic stupidity, no matter what. I had one guy show up
First
with
of
his
all,
own.
what do you mean? What do you mean, as you know, bro? We weren't fucking there. How the fuck would we
Yeah.
know?
What the fuck were you doing?
Do I not bitch all the time about stupid shit people do?
Yeah, but where?
Dude,
Well, at his job.
obviously. You really just asked that dumbass question?
Yes, for those who don't know and don't subscribe and aren't regulars to this channel, you should tell them.
Oh, you finished. Okay. I just thought that was going to be a monologue. Fuck. All right.
No,
So
the
y'all,
episode is a monologue. You idiot.
and Julio usually goes on his own tangent. So,
Nope. Continue.
all right. So I work at Costco, for those who don't know. They had me on the register this time. This dude shows up with a wet umbrella in his damn shopping cart, which was fine because obviously I knew it was his. But this dude made it clear that that was his umbrella. Like puffed out his chest, he was like, "That umbrella is mine." Like, sir, we don't let people test drive umbrellas.
Oh,
Bulls, you wouldn't hear me say this often, but you're barely on the screen, bro. You're drifting off to the right for me. So it would be your left.
To my left.
Other way.
I
Go to
like
your right. Yeah, go to your right. A little more. Yeah, go right there, bro. Because when you talk, you tend to drift to the other side. So then you end up going off the screen.
yeah, just
Yeah.
all right. So I told him, I was like, well, I just wanted to make sure you knew. Like, I figured that out as soon as I saw the basket. What idiot would confuse that with one of our own? She's like, you never know. I was like, no, we always know. Fuck out my line. Then I had a coworker for some damn reason have an issue with 15 customers because they don't know how to scan their membership on the little scan thing. They
It'd be
walk
like
up.
that sometimes, bro. It'd
Nah,
be
bro.
like that sometimes.
One lady literally started screaming, was like, where the hell am I supposed to scan my membership?
Listen. Do I have professional training on how to scan my membership? I
Have
don't
you ever
get
seen?
paid to know this shit.
Clearly.
Mm.
She was like, it
Was there
doesn't do anything
training
when
you did when you got hired on? Were you trained on how to
Right. I just paid my membership to join, bro. I didn't get training to how to scan my membership.
You're here to instruct me on this, sir.
This isn't my job. I just do this. I just came here to
You
shop.
have a
Yeah,
sacred
walk
duty
your
to
ass
us
over to the
Costco members.
Reese. It's not like we guided your ass to self checkout. You could say you have to go over there.
I mean, I could, but isn't that what we pay you for?
Ooh,
$100
burn.
in membership fees a year.
That shit stings. Ooh.
Don't worry about it. I get that shit all the time, right? Where, I mean, they don't say that directly to me, but whenever I'm making the delivery, if the person before me fucked it up, I get to read this really pleasant note that says, "We get deliveries here all the time. I don't understand what the problem was." So I pull up and I'm like, "I don't either, because your house is right there."
Oh man,
Oh damn.
I don't
So
miss
I
that
get
shit.
you, bro. So like I get you, Like they don't pay us to know this. They don't pay us to instruct anybody. But apparently they don't pay anybody to instruct on how to make a proper delivery or a proper scan either.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're summing up is some people suck.
Nah,
Yeah.
what I'm summing up is shit rolls downhill and apparently we're at the bottom of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
That's even better.
So what happens
All
if you're in self checkout and you forget to scan the cereal? Is it fair because you were
Oh,
doing the job?
oh,
Is it
oh,
your
cereal, apparently, right? Like
Yeah.
your child's
Cereal.
favorite meal.
family size?
Family
Is that
size,
okay?
okay.
Is that
I'm trying to
okay?
get that. I'm trying to get those extra bowls.
You fuck, basically.
Hey, listen, if the lady that's sitting there texting her boyfriend that she just met at the bar last week doesn't catch you, hey, you're all good.
That's free game.
Thank you. I needed that confirmation.
I'm just saying, bro. Like technically, doesn't everybody understand that it's only illegal if you get caught?
Yep.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how the fuck would they know? All right, moving on. All right, got another joke for y'all. This one's a bit wordy, so stay with me. All right, so little Johnny is in class. Teacher asks him a question. There's 5 players on a power line, and someone shoots one. How many are left? So he says none, because they'd all be scared away from the gunshot. Teacher says no, 4, but I like the way you think. So he says okay. Says okay. I got a question for you. She's like, all right. There's 3 women eating ice cream. One's sucking, one's biting, one's licking. Which one's married? Which one's married, guys?
I said one second.
The one biting.
The one
Nope.
licking.
Wedding ring. But I like the way you think.
Throw it away. Man.
Touche.
All right. Look what I found.
Is that a
Julio,
wedding slash?
say what?
Slash Rick?
Huh?
We saw your wedding ring. Flashed it. Or no?
No, no. I was just laughing. That's funny. I was just
Well,
laughing.
these jokes are
Coincidence.
pretty high
Coincidence.
quality,
I
man.
promise.
All right, we got both.
Oh man.
All right. Let's move on to articles we found interesting over the week. Julio, let's go with you.
So I got 2 of them. They both can be considered boring. I know you guys will find them boring, but I find them interesting. The first one, we're going back to good old Aurora, Colorado, to their first In and Out, where this past week they had a fist fight for someone cutting off someone in line. The only thing that I found hilarious is how the news only highlighted the fact that somebody's pants and underwear got pulled down during the fight, and that's the only thing they cared about. So,
I mean, what else did you care about?
the fact someone just got their ass whooped to go to In and Out, that's me. But
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, if my wife wanted In and Out, I'd fight a nigga over In and Out.
I don't feel like those burgers are worth the fucking fight or getting my pants pulled down.
I don't think you understand what being married means.
I'm not married yet.
Exactly. Unless there was another In and Out in my town, I guess we got to fight.
So we're gonna fight to the death in someone's honor over In and Out.
I mean, I'm married, you're single, and you're fat as shit. So you're the one that's embarrassing yourself.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I'm in a relationship, fucker. I ain't single.
How about
Here's what
how
I found.
about how about this one, Julio? I'll paint this one for you real quick. Since me and Jose has probably gone through this shit, maybe. Your wife's pregnant at home. She wakes your ass up saying, I'm hungry. I want you to go get me some In and Out. You say, all right, because you ain't an idiot. You don't want to catch them hands. You take your ass
Mm,
there, wait in that line.
her and the baby.
Almost get there to order the food. Some TikTok cuts right in front of you. Now, you got to wait for that asshole to order his food, which is going to take even longer. Not to mention, your wife is texting, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? You got my food? You got my food? Where you at? Where you at? You snap. Punch this dude in the back of the head. Don't knock him
Mm.
out. Don't start brawling. It's like, what the hell you hitting me for? I got a pregnant wife at home. Fuck are you cut in front of me? You gonna throw them hands now?
No, yeah, fuck yeah.
That's what I
He's
thought.
gonna throw them tits.
They'll throw them bows.
Hey, they weigh 15 pounds each, bro. It's gonna hurt somebody.
Yo, but I found it funny how last week it was a 13-hour wait and there's no incidents, and now the line is only 3 hours long and people can't wait.
Well,
All right.
Listen to people who
I,
can't.
I feel like that has a lot to do with the mass exodus that has occurred in California,
I can
where a
see
lot
that.
of people have moved out of California based because they've been priced out. You know what I mean?
Right?
So even especially during this pandemic, I think that a lot of them need something like comfort food. So,
Yep.
like for example, if you grew up in California and now it just opened up in your area and you've been waiting for 3 hours, you might throw some hands to feel that like comfort because this pandemic ain't no joke. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
as funny as I try to be. I do understand that it's taking an emotional toll on a lot of people because
Yeah.
you guys are my close friends, so you guys understand that as much as I joke around with you guys and as funny as the internet might find me to be, I am an introvert. I prefer to be at home chilling or outside hiking, being on my own.
Same. Same
Yep.
here.
Same here.
Yeah.
That was
So
deep.
yeah, like I could understand why something like In and Out would lead to a fight. You know what I mean? Just
Mhm.
the need to like you somebody in Colorado. I don't understand what they've been like because now by this time it's probably like snowing there. You guys know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Cabin
Yep.
fever's
So a
gonna
lot
get
of them.
worse.
So I've never grown up somewhere where it snows, so I don't understand how much snow it takes before they actually understand. They undertake like a stay-at-home order. You know what I mean? Where
Mm.
it snowed so much that you can't go anywhere. So I would figure like something like comfort food, like In and Out, especially if you grew up in California, would would mean so much. You know what I mean? Because like I could find somebody over pizza.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I had some
Yep.
bomb ass pizza in Little Italy this weekend down in San Diego.
Was it Hawaiian?
No, it's actually authentic Italian pizza.
Oh, okay, cool. Because speaking of San Diego, you guys know that like Tucker Carlson grew up in San Diego, and he had this argument that tacos were American because he grew up eating tacos because he grew up in San Diego.
Oh, yeah. All that.
No way.
Yeah, so he claimed that tacos were an American food.
Well, to add to that, before I had that pizza, I went to Sam the cooking guy's like restaurant called Not Tacos.
Hmm.
And here's what I ordered: two tacos, right? One was like macaroni and cheese with pulled pork. The other one was Louisiana like Nashville hot chicken strips, right, with like little cabbage and pickles and shit. And while I get the idea is they're not conventional tacos, and as much as I like that dude's cooking channel, I feel like those tacos are not that great.
That's fusion
No
food.
fries.
Well, what threw you
Yeah.
off? The
Uh,
cheese and the pulled pork, or the
I
simple
mean,
fact that shit in a
Did you,
taco?
did you call it fusion food?
that's
Yeah.
what they called it.
That's what I call it.
What was it a fusion between?
Like a mac and cheese, American, and what was he said? Was it pulled pork?
Pulled pork would be like a southern barbecue.
The tortillas
Yeah,
are
but
Mexican.
okay,
And then
so
tortilla,
Tortillas
and it was
Mexican.
and they were fresh
I,
flattened.
I understand that you guys know me very well, but I would explain this as a idea.
Mhm.
This is an idea of two things that sounded delicious to somebody that was extremely high at the time.
His kids smoke a lot of weed. They were probably high when they thought of it.
I mean, there's some ideas that really are on point. Like at one time in Ecuador, we had flour tortilla with butter and sugar, and that shit was delicious. It was more of
But that just sounds like a fucking buñuelo.
yeah, basically that's what it
Yeah.
was. But
You know what I mean? It just sounds
yeah,
like a buñuelo. That's nothing new. Trust me.
Yeah, I did the
Uh,
same shit with bread.
Also, my girlfriend took me to a restaurant in
Did you say
Anaheim.
you should? Bull, did you say you did the same shit with bread?
Yep.
What the fuck?
There's literally a Mexican sweet bread. That's that. So they'll toast some bread and they'll put a slab of butter and then sugar on top
Yeah.
of it.
I didn't have no goddamn money at the time, so it was just do whatever the hell you can in the kitchen.
No. I'm just saying. Like what I'm saying is
Yeah, it
like all
already
cultures have
exists.
similar things.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like that's not a idea.
Never said it was a high idea. I said I did the same shit that Jose did in Ecuador.
He was happened to stumble upon it. Bullsy.
Crazy.
That's cool.
All
You
right,
know
so
that's cool and that's cute.
The wrapper or the actual ice cubes?
Both. What do you mean?
Oh.
Alright.
Why would that even be a question?
all right, Jose, something about McDonald's.
yeah. So my story's not funny, but McDonald's sent a tweet saying that one day you order a Happy Meal and it's your last Happy Meal. You didn't even know it, and
That's
a
like
lot
the
of people,
darkest humor I've ever seen.
yeah. So some people were like, "I'm crying."
That's so sad.
Okay, do you need help? But there were some people that had a positive spin, say, but then you grow up and you buy that Happy Meal for your daughter, or son, or your grandchildren, whatever it may be. But it got me to thinking, like, how many things that we give up as we grow up.
A
Kind of got me
lot, bro. Like
Damn.
okay, like you give up your innocence.
yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we can all agree we act like children every now and again. So what
Oh,
the hell did we?
No. There's a difference between acting like children, right? Like, but what Jose's asking is like, how far up the ladder do you want to climb? Because the more you climb up the ladder, the less of your innocence you give up.
Mm.
It's a morality ladder, correct?
Yeah,
Right.
Yep.
How much of your morals are you willing to sell to climb up the ladder?
I don't know. According to my last job, I don't know.
Shit, according to my current job, barely any.
all right, I'll go ahead and hit you with mine. So there was a woman that was seen and videoed in New York taunting a lion inside his enclosure in the Bronx Zoo. She turned herself in to the police, and when the press conference happened, she basically told them when they asked why did she do that, she said, and I quote, "The lion wasn't going to attack me because I am the lion. He and I are one."
Wait, you said I was Katy Perry?
That's what I thought too.
Wait, what was that? Say that again.
I thought, like, was that Katy Perry?
Ah.
I can
Actually,
totally see Katy
it was a
Perry
lion,
saying
not a
that.
tiger. So never mind.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
got you.
Highland
Both big.
tiger.
Doesn't really matter. That's a different song, dude.
Yeah.
How high was she?
That's what I thought. Apparently,
Really?
she was not high at all.
Hallucinating?
Okay, so
Something.
Like and what made it even worse, that wasn't the first enclosure she climbed into. She climbed into the giraffe's enclosure too. Like this, like a couple of minutes before she went to the line and with the giraffe.
Wait,
was she doing
how?
giraffes?
She took a selfie with the giraffe.
Yo, how do like? I'm pretty sure zoos have good security systems. How
Yeah,
do they not notice?
they have a zero tolerance. I'm assuming like she was only in there for like maybe a couple of seconds before they could scramble and get to her. And by
Yeah,
the
like how
time
the fuck do you go from one enclosure to another?
Yeah, that's my question.
Like, dude,
I know y'all got cameras
somebody was
now.
lagging it. Yeah, like cameras, motion detectors, and shit. Somebody was definitely lagging it. I mean, you can't even.
My question is how the hell did the damn lion not eat her ass?
Maybe
If you
the
look
lion
at
just got fed.
no, if you look at the video, the lion looks like
I mean,
confused and annoyed,
they
but just
fucking
like
shot Harambe.
Are you
God
kidding?
damn it!
Just I'm chilling, bro. It's nighttime. I'm ready to go to bed. What is this white woman doing in my enclosure?
see, that's the thing. Wasn't a white woman.
That's even weirder.
Yeah.
That's what threw me off. I was like, no way in hell your ass climbed into this enclosure. And I looked at the video. Yep, black
Okay,
woman.
so now I gotta ask. And then you said she was completely sober.
According to the report I read, yeah.
Well, is this a W or an L? Because she technically she didn't get eaten, so is that like she winning by not getting eaten by a lion, or is that an L?
I mean,
Yeah,
they
like is
killed
this a
Harambe.
W or that's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure out too. Cause
I
like
think it's
she getting eaten by the lion and now she can plead insanity when she goes to court.
yeah, that's a win.
Yeah. You technically got away with this.
I mean,
It's a
think about it.
win, right?
Pretty sure she even playing the press conference like, I am one with the lion. He is me. I am him.
You might get in a psych ward for a couple days, but I mean a couple weeks. But once you're out of there, hey,
Hey
you
bro.
did this and got scot free. Shit.
That
It's cheaper than paying to go on a vacation to experience it. Think about it. She just went somewhere where she had to sit down for a couple weeks, maybe a few months, for free, because she was
Yeah.
gonna get fed.
And housed. Probably
So
absolutely.
she had to.
twice
So technically, she had to experience what the lion went to for a few months tops
afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
to experience being next to a lion. It's not a bad trade-off.
That's not. Yeah, it's not. You're getting fed. You're getting bathed. You get to talk to people and shit.
Also, did you just say you're getting bathed, as in somebody else is showering
No.
you? Like, why wouldn't you just bathe yourself?
Yeah,
Most psychiatric facilities don't let you bathe yourself, dude.
Like,
that's
what do
weird.
they think you're gonna? How are you gonna kill yourself with a bar of soap?
Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't work there. That's just what the look. I worked in an ambulance for 3 years. The people that I would take to those places that were regulars, that's just what they told me.
Man, you got scammed. Just so you actually showered.
All right.
Wait, on the topic,
Uh,
did you guys know Mike Tyson was fighting this past Saturday?
I didn't know
Dude, how
shit.
did that go?
I found
So
out halfway through the fight.
Mike Tyson actually still got power, but it was a boring fight because Roy Jones kept hugging every moment. So they declared it a draw. But the fight right before it was a YouTuber, Jake Paul, versus an ex-NBA player, Nate Robinson.
Okay,
And
I know them
Really?
both.
That sounds
I
like
know them
modern
both.
day bum fights.
the build-up for that was interesting because Nate Robinson kept saying he's going to knock him out, teach him a lesson. And Nate Robinson ended up getting knocked out in like 8 punches. And
Yeah.
8 punches.
Dang.
yeah, so like the fight went 2 rounds. And like the first round he got knocked down, and then the second round he got knocked down twice. And he just face flat on the mat. And the black community was just roasting him. They were just roasting Nate Robinson.
You can't show your face nowhere.
Nope.
Because they're like, bruh, this is not representation of the black community or the NBA players.
Guaranteed they all were like, yeah, we don't claim him no more. He's been exiled from Wakanda.
Nah, bro, that's worse than when.
He's gonna get traded before the next draft.
Nah, who got drafted during the racial draft during the Dave Chappelle show?
That's what I was trying to say, Bulls.
The racial draft?
Yeah, bro, you guys remember? So
Tucker Woods got
they try to draft Condoleezza Rice, remember? And they wanted them to take he was also a senator at the time during the Bush administration.
Colin Powell.
Colin Powell, exactly. So during the Dave Chappelle skit, they wanted Condoleezza Rice, but the white delegation wanted them to take Colin Powell as well.
You keep Eminem, you keep OJ.
Exactly. That was a pretty funny skit.
Colin Powell's a weird dude.
Yeah, I know he's weird. If Julio says he's weird.
Yeah, he knows weird.
I looked up his military service record.
And yeah, let's move on from there. Got another one for you guys. Why did the man ask for the woman's hand in marriage?
He loved her. No love?
Nah, he was
What?
He was tired of you.
That's great.
Tired of using his own hand, so that's why he asked for her hand in marriage.
I got it.
Damn.
Got it.
Also valid. You know, I thought love, but it's valid second option.
Yeah. All right. So, F my life moments. Let's go. Can't believe I'm Julio.
All right, this is gonna get a little long-winded, but I'll try to keep it short.
Oh,
So,
What else is new?
Yeah, I know, right? So let me explain this. Due to the pandemic, my mother hasn't worked since March 13th of this year. Her union benefits end today. Actually, no, yesterday, November 30th. My dad, who's significantly older than her, who qualifies for Medicare, has been on her benefits for the past since he retired. So I signed up my mother for Covered California. My dad finds out Covered California will cover her, not him. He's eligible for Medicare. Guys, see where this is going? Now, I didn't know that my dad was, shut up and listen. I didn't know my dad was already signed up for Medicare.
Well, you literally asked the question and I answered it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Anyway. Yeah, I know. Ricky, my apologies to you. So here's the pain in the ass for me, right? Last week, I was trying to sign him up for Medicare online. For 2.5 hours, I get getting kicked back out of the system, right? Trying to set up a profile. So I try to Google what was going on, and I see a picture of a Medicare ID card, and I'm like, I've seen that before with his name on it. Now, I go into his room and ask him, hey, are you already signed up for Medicare? He goes, yeah. So you have like this card, and I show my iPad and hang it up there. He's like, yeah, I have one of those. I lost it in my old wallet. I don't know where it's at. But you're signed up for Medicare already. He's like, yeah, I've been signed up since I retired. I just never used it. So you realize you just saw me trying to log in for 2.5 hours and create an account, and I'm getting kicked out because you already have one. All you got to do is now call the hospital you've been going to and tell them you're switching over to that instead of your wife's insurance. And he goes, yeah. Dude, 2.5 hours wasted, bro, of my life.
You know how many years they wasted of their life on you?
And how many minutes we just wasted?
I zoned out.
Christ. Our audience probably fell asleep by now, bro.
I was just looking like, bro, how the fuck are these words still coming out of his mouth?
I was literally
Hey,
contemplating how
you thought this
wonderful
was funny, Bulls.
the shower that I was about to take was gonna be.
Hey, we've only been on this for 30 minutes. Chill.
Oh, that's all.
More than you've ever been on anything.
Bro, swear to God, I thought I was in the Twilight Zone.
Bro, for a second, I forgot that we were even on the phone.
Same.
Not even watching TV.
Oh, fair enough, bro.
Babe, turn on that boring ass documentary.
I started getting hungry and shit. I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do after this? Not to be cliche, but there literally was an inner monologue occurring at the moment.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
play
lie. I was starting to relive what happened last week.
If you living in the past, bro, are you ever present?
Nah, you can't be.
never look towards the future.
Yep. And that's what we try to do with this podcast, right, boys? Yeah, we recapped the previous week's stuff, so I don't know. We're kind of stuck in the past, I feel.
You think we should be doing the future? Start making
Yeah,
predictions.
we should be zooming into the future.
Okay, Captain.
It's funny that you say zooming into the future, considering that we didn't got to record any of this.
And we're using Skype now. So
Yeah. Okay.
Good. Yeah.
And also, what is the future if you never know when your end is?
Ooh.
Bro,
I
he
just thought
high.
it
He keep
alone.
coming up with deep ass sayings.
Dude. Hey, we're gonna
I feel like
that one is going on a coffee mug, son.
I feel like we dropped LSD because I'm over here staring off to the space.
Dude.
Yes.
That
With
that
that
that,
with
that
that
took me
hat
to
on
a
you,
whole
with that hat you got on, bro, we could turn you into a meme.
That's the whole point of wearing.
I think Bulls is our Sabe, dude.
He could be.
With the hat on, bro.
He's El que sabe in training.
Oh man, he just needs the mustache a little thicker.
Force is strong with him.
Yes, it is. Continue to grow that out, Bulls. We can't wait.
And
to
the
see what
Sabe.
else.
He looks
We
like
want to see
Lou
what the
Seca.
Illegitimate son.
Nah, bro. So instead of Lou Bega, you'd be like Lou Seca.
I keep expecting to see Bulls pull up in a El Dorado gold 100-spoke wheels.
Nah,
Wow.
Bulls
Nah.
will pull up in a Cadillac with 100 spokes.
Cadillac, an El Dorado is a Cadillac.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's not.
Hey, you gotta say Cadillac, fool. You gotta say Cadillac. No one gives a damn about the model. They
It
just
could
want to
be
know
any
if
Cadillac. Look at him. It looks like he'll pull up in an Escalade. Pull down his window and hand you a bottle of Hennessy.
No, the old school DeVille with the spare tire mounted on the trunk. That one. The old school Cadillac DeVille with the spare tire on the trunk.
He'd probably have a couple of Dalmatians in the back.
Yep.
eating Big Macs.
Mm-hmm. And you gotta when you step out of that thing, you gotta have like a shamrock shake in your hand.
Nah, he looks more like a Hershey's Oreo type of guy.
There you go.
That is, he does order those.
Yeah.
I shouldn't know him this well, but I do.
Also, Shamrock Shake, that's like a fucking seasonal type of shake. So we know who the fucking...
He would be
No, bro. We just found out who the cinnamon spice bitch is in the group.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
Oh damn.
Oh damn, dude.
All right. So after that ass whooping, Jose.
All right, so I won't be as long as Julio. I got two. So the first one's a funny one. So you guys know I'm a private person. I hardly ever post on social media. But
Right.
yesterday was my youngest daughter's 10-month-old birthday. Felt like putting an IG story. So I put a photo and just captioned it, my little 10-month-old. One of my friends, which I haven't talked to in a while, said, "Oh my God, Jose, you had a baby too?" And I was like, "I had a baby for 10 months." So maybe I should be more active in social media so people know that I got a baby.
Or not, bro. Like
Or
honestly, or
not.
not. Because like I just went out with my wife the other night for her birthday, right? And I explained to her how much, like, for example, I take really good pictures of her because, as you guys know, between sixth grade and high school, like all through high school, I took a photography class. So
Yep.
I know all about angles and shit like and lighting and shit like that. So sometimes I take really good pictures of her and I end up sending it to her. And I've had to explain to her how those shots are for me, like for me and her to share between us.
Mhm.
Because like when you post something on social media, to me personally, it loses its intimacy. You know what I mean? Because now everybody knows.
True.
And I think that's something that our generation, and by our generation, I mean anybody between 89 and like 93, right? Because you're in that like middle. So for
You're in that
example,
niche.
I don't know if you guys are J. Cole fans, but you're in that middle child type of
Mhm.
situation
Yep.
where you understand the old generation, but you're also in tune with the new generation.
Yeah.
So it creates this weird kind of like muddiness, right?
But I agree with you, Rick, that there's kind of like that oversharing that happens on social media where everyone knows your
Yes.
business, what you ate, where you've been. So
Yeah,
none of
yeah.
your
That's why I agree with you. Where like I don't necessarily agree with you. Where you're like maybe I should share more. To me, it's like the fact that like you're even sharing this on our podcast is big to me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's true. That's true.
like think
'Cause
about
this
it.
goes
Most of
beyond the
us,
people that we know. on
yeah,
social
most of
media.
us grew up in a situation where to get on the internet, we had to make sure that nobody in the house was
Yep.
actually on the phone.
Yep.
Mhm.
Remember that
So
shit?
it's different because nowadays, like, think about it. I'm recording this episode on my phone.
Mhm.
Where like when I was 12 or 13, it would have even have crossed my mind the idea that I could record this and have a conversation with my best friends at the same time.
Dude, vloggers are using like big ass DSLR cameras to record video. I couldn't imagine that when we were kids. Those are just for taking pictures back then.
Yo, and some kids are so ungrateful. I overheard this kid at the mall mention that he didn't get his first cell phone until he was 13. And he was like, "How lame." And I was like,
Bitch.
So
I didn't
fuck.
get my first cell phone until I was like 18, 19.
I
I
was a
got
little
I
bit.
got the most basic flip phone when I was like 15.
Yo, y'all remember them Getro phones from
Yeah.
Nokia?
Oh, dude, with
Dude,
the
the Nokia
flashlight and all
3500s,
the colors and shit.
the Nokia
Yep,
3500s that you could throw against the wall and they'll just break apart and you put them back together and they still work.
Yep.
yep.
Those
You can
ones.
go to like the mall and buy cases and different buttons for them and shit.
Each 15, and it was only used to call my mom in case of an emergency.
Right.
Like we listened.
Nah, I burned up the minutes on that crap. I had to wait till 9 o'clock to make phone calls.
Minutes. You remember when you used to send text messages and they used to cost you almost damn near by the letter?
Oh, dude, like
Yeah.
10,
Julio
15
did
cents a
that to
message.
Jose. Sent him like
10
15 text
15 cents a
messages. It's like,
message.
bitch, I'm getting charged 99 cents to text you, asshole.
Yeah, yeah. That was some shit. You're not even accepting the message. It's just popping up and you're getting charged. Man, cell phone carrier used to fuck people over hard back
Yo,
then.
even landlines. I remember my parents. You got charged for non-local calls.
Oh
So
yeah,
Yeah.
out of the area code. Boom.
the area code. So I had people call me. I was like, "Yo," I would call them for like a minute. So, "Yo, call me back."
Yep.
Yep. That 1-800 collect, son.
Oh man.
Nah. Your parents
So
got more money, call me back.
So my dad had this weird thought that like calling people after 9 when your minutes were free was for like drug dealers and shit.
Mhm.
And I'm like, you're probably not wrong back then. This is what he thought.
Or people that actually understood economics and knew that
Yeah,
calling people
exactly.
after 9 would be free.
Yep. Oh, and then remember they changed it to 7 p.m. Like some of the carriers started rolling it back to 7.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a funny time.
When
Early
unlimited
2000s,
text
crazy.
messages, I know, dude. Or when unlimited text messages finally came out, everybody lost their shit.
Yeah, because only the people who could afford the shit could pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so like as much as I dislike Apple, you guys remember when all the phones were putting out weird prototypes to try to
Oh
Yeah.
catch up
yeah.
to Apple's iPhone?
Yep.
Apple phones.
That was a
And
weird time.
you didn't even know what the hell to call the goddamn phone. Just like, what the fuck? What the hell is that? I don't know. Mama
Like
called it.
for like I remember having like the HTC Hero.
Oh, dude.
Oh
It, wa-
yeah,
it wasn't really a hero. The display was basically a desktop.
Yep.
A miniature
I remember
desktop.
you
That's
had
all it
that.
was. Yeah.
I had the Samsung Blackjack 2, and it ran off Microsoft's mobile XP software. Same thing. It was a fucking desktop. You go
Yeah.
on the internet, and everything was super pixelated.
y'all remember the Slither
Slither.
Jeez.
No, is
Samsung?
that one of the ones you had?
That was one. No, that was one of the most popular phones we had that kids had at school. But it was easy as fuck
See,
to break.
I was pretty
Oh,
broke.
is it the one
So
that
like
split
for
up?
me, nah, like so for me, I was pretty broke when I was growing up. So for me, the top of the line phone would be like the Metro PCS chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that was dope
Oh
though.
yeah. That was pretty cool. That was a dope phone. Dude, I
For
remember
me,
I
it
got
was the Motorola Riser. You guys remember the Motorola Riser?
oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that was dope. Nah, you know what I got
That was
excited
the
about? My dad would get like upgrade
cholesterol
offers.
level.
My dad would get upgrade offers from AT&T, right? And that's how I would get like a new phone every 2.5 years. But I thought it was the shit when I got the upgrade offer and they offered you a specific phone, and it was the Motorola Razr in black. And
These are two.
I was like senior year in high school. I was like, I want that. I'm gonna get it.
Remember when
And
Motorola came out with their first freaking camera phone, the flip phone too?
oh yeah,
Yeah, that was my third upgrade.
my high school girlfriend's dad had like one of those first camera phones from Sprint. The pictures looked like shit. They were hardly even like you could barely tell anything apart. Thank you for the
So
fake yawning, Marcus.
actually, that was a real yawn.
Oh,
Oh,
my
he's 2 hours
apologies.
ahead of us. 2 hours ahead of us, man.
Yeah.
Chill. And then my second F of my life was around the PlayStation 5. So I mentioned like a few like episodes ago how people are paying 32K for PS5. Well, my sister was asking if I can help her get that as a gift for my brother-in-law, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
For
like
PS5.
the PS5 for Christmas, right? So I was like, GameStop had announced they're gonna restock it for Black Friday, and they're gonna open up at 7 a.m. and they're gonna have a minimum of 2 consoles, right? So I'm like,
Shit
you know what?
restocking.
I'm gonna wake up at 3 in the morning and just see, if I'm first or second in line, see if I can get it.
Uh-huh.
So I wake up, do a 15-minute drive to my local GameStop. I get there and there's a line of 30 people already at 3 a.m.
I had
Oh
to
my
wait, bro.
god.
Did you wait?
I left because if the cameras
Ah.
are only like 2 consoles, so I got to the front
Wait. So wait. So you're saying there was only 2 consoles per GameStop?
per GameStop.
Okay, yeah, no, I would have left
Oh
too.
no, fuck
So you're
that.
right. You're right. I would have left too.
That's
30
where you
people
gotta
there.
start. That's where you should cut a
Thought
line
they
and start
was
a fight.
per person, right?
Was that no like two in the entire store? Two in
You
the
should
store.
have
Oh
been
my
the.
god,
You
that's
should have
not a
been the in.
restock.
Nah, you should have been the in and out guy and cut
Yeah,
everybody in line and started a fight, bro.
started.
Yo,
Bro, you should have.
I,
No, you
I was
should have
like,
shoved somebody, started a riot, and got into the store. Where everybody's outside fighting.
yo,
How
the
the hell
first
would
person.
he started a riot, Julio?
Man, no, the first person in line gave me the stink eye because I did walk all the way to the front and got right at the door, and he was like in the little kind of lawn chairs just waiting. And then I just asked him like, "Yo, how long you been here?" It's like, "I've been here since like 1 p.m. yesterday." So he was there Thanksgiving Day at 1 p.m.
Damn.
So I was like, "All right, well, hope you get it. Good luck." And I just left. But
You
my
got
life
them both, bro.
is easy sleep, man. Sleep is golden when you got kids, So that's an hour of my sleep time that I'm never getting back.
Also, why couldn't she go?
Yeah.
Well, come on, you're not gonna send a female to get a PS5 at GameStop,
How
especially
about
after.
you want that PS5, bro?
Yeah. Well, this is
Especially
her idea, right? This
if
isn't
we heard
Chris's
what
estimate, is
happened
it?
when you're going to get a burger.
No,
Imagine
I'm
bringing-
just joking. I'm just joking, bro.
Yeah.
I understand because like some people are crazy about like the smallest
Mhm.
things, like a burger.
Like a burger.
Mhm.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
I
can
actually
only
had a
imagine
second fuck my life moment this week.
Oh, yeah,
your
another
whole
one.
life.
So I bought a Honda Accord this year, right? And they're nice, but their quality not that. There's little things about them that suck, like they use cheap ass windshields. And today I hit a fucking bump on the freeway, and my windshield just fucking cracked. So I'd call Honda and I'm like, hey, can I get this shit like fixed under warranty? Because when I used to work at a Ford dealer when I was out of high school, they used to replace the windshield, and they were like, if anything happened, it was like structural to them, right? Honda tells me, nope, we don't cover that in our warranty. You're gonna have to pay about $1,200, $450 to replace the glass, and another like the rest was to recalibrate the little lane keep assist camera. I was like, keep that in mind when you go buy one.
Yo, Julio, was
So
that you said you hit a pothole, or how did you get the?
I had a pothole on the freeway, dude, and apparently the glass just shattered. And I hit
Yes,
that pothole from the
city
inside.
actually. So
Yeah, but I'd have to fight it out with Caltrans, and
yeah,
I just don't feel like putting up with all that shit. So
Bro,
obviously, I didn't tell him I hit a pothole. I just told him I'm driving the shit just cracked. So whatever. So I call SafeLight, and they want like $800. And then I call my insurance, and my insurance lady goes, well, all the new Hondas tend to have like really cheap windshields. We end up replacing them anyway, so we're not surprised it happened. We'll just have SafeLight put a better glass on since they're the one that Honda would call to do the work for them. And I'm just like, so Honda won't even fix it themselves, right? They'll order the glass, a cheap ass windshield again, and have SafeLight put it on at the dealer, and then charge me $1,200 out of pocket.
Yeah,
SafeLight will put on SafeLight will put on a slightly better glass and charge like 800, where I pay my insurance the $500 deductible. SafeLight puts on a thicker glass and recalibrates the fucking camera, and I now have a solution to my cheap ass windshield that has a ton of little rock chips on it from tiny little rocks hitting it for the past 4 months.
yeah, but SafeLight was the one who's putting out all these windshields in the first place.
that should be an upgrade option when you run a car.
It actually is an upgrade though. It's a better
Yeah,
windshield.
better glass, better windshields.
Yeah, that's what my so that's what the insurance said. We'll put on a well, you're going to use the same quality glass, and I'm not making this up, that Toyota and Lexus uses on their cars.
Explains why I crack on my windshield.
Guys, I should have bought a fucking Toyota Camry. God damn it. Honda's let me down. Don't do it, Jose. Don't do it.
Yeah, pothole let you down. But
No, everything else about the car is great. That windshield, I knew it was going to crack eventually from all the little, how easily it was getting chipped. But goddamn, the fact that Honda wanted $1,200 was like bonkers to me. I was like, fuck you. I'm not paying that shit.
Rick, on your
drive a
drive
car
on
with
the
a
way,
busted
what
windshield.
was the freeway? Was like, do you run into bumpy areas on the freeway?
what's up?
You drive to Monterey. How were the roads?
No,
You
they're
get some.
pretty smooth.
LA
I
roads
ended up
pretty
taking 680 most of the way, and then jumping on 101
Nice.
nice.
just because of the time of the day that I left. Taking 880 would have been a lot longer.
Nah, dude. I was on
Yeah.
880 last weekend. Shitty roads. Or the
That's
tax
all.
Dude,
dollar.
You know, I
time
was
for that.
literally able
Time
to.
for that. Time for that Green New Deal.
Yeah.
Time for it.
Hey, no lie though, I was able to get around Southern California with no traffic this weekend, dude, and that was dope.
Yeah, didn't
Like
you
we
say
could
that?
literally, yeah. It's amazing. I'm never gonna relive that in my life, unless I go down while the pandemic is still going on or
Damn, you
California is
Also,
sound
still
like
locked
you
down.
could never relive that in your life because you don't have a time machine, you idiot.
oh, you just got to fucking die. That's basically what you just said. I've
Well, that
never
escalated quickly.
Damn, I think
Also,
Bull's
you're
threatening to
fat.
kill me here.
seen stage 4 cancer. God damn. All right. So my F my life moment.
We're just gonna walk away like from that like it was nothing. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for
All of
coming.
us are. I'm pretty sure all of us are sitting down.
I can stand up and walk away, but like,
I could too. We all just see the camera simultaneously.
Just
Oh,
done.
all right, Bulls.
All right. So mine takes me back to work once again. Um, they started selling Christmas trees earlier this week. The way it works is real simple. Go inside, tell them you want a tree. They ring you up, you bring it out, you sign your receipt, help you pick out a tree, load it on top or inside your car, depending on your preference. If we have to do it ourselves, we make you sign a release of liability waiver. So if shit happens, you can't sue the damn store.
Mm-hmm.
So this lady comes up. She wants the tree. I do everything I need to do, find out the tree she wants. I'm like, okay, you want it on top of the car? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I need you to sign this waiver. She's like, I don't want to sign that. Like, are you gonna put it on top of your car yourself? She's like, no, you're gonna do it. I'm like, then I need you to sign this waiver. She's like, I don't understand what the problem is. So I spent 10 minutes explaining what a release of liability waiver was. And then after 10 minutes, she's finally like, oh, I get it. So something happens to my car, I can't sue you and get you in trouble. I was like, seriously?
Damn.
That shit went
Oh,
way over your head.
So,
And
so
you're
you're mad at her. So you're mad at her because you have shitty explaining experience.
I guess so.
gotta play the victim.
Gotta play the victim here, huh? Got you.
Yeah,
I got you, bro. Like you can't explain shit, so it's her problem. Got it.
deflect.
Why it
Just
took you
deflect.
10 minutes, huh?
Am I the
Yeah.
only one that got that from this story?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was thinking it in her monologue.
I thought you could have got that done in the first like 60 seconds. You're pretty smart.
Yeah.
So.
Most people, I do. Because they already understand. Her understanding her understanding was that we were gonna sue her for damages to her car.
Well, I mean, I
Wow,
would.
her level of understanding is not that great. I'd say
Mind
Somebody
it's
you,
her not understanding.
now what time did I say
Did
that?
did did she understand English?
Yeah.
Like
Was it
at
her
a
only
at
language?
a 12th grade level or a third grade level.
How the fuck am I supposed to gauge that?
Isn't your mom an English teacher?
No, mom's a biology teacher, jackass. And
Ooh.
actually,
Well, then I stand
she's an
corrected.
assistant.
Well, I said corrected, but whatever. You know what I mean.
I got you. Even so, she still gotta know enough English to teach that damn class. So you're
Okay.
half right.
No, I'm full Mexican.
All right. I
I'm
got
full
you.
Salvadoran, and even I understand what you were trying to tell that woman.
I'm gonna let you make it on that one. I'm gonna just
Uh,
we've been in your ass for the last 5 episodes or 4. I'm gonna
sounds
give
like
you a break.
intercourse.
I try to stay away from who's ass.
Yeah,
Mm,
sounds like intercourse to me, man.
I bet it does. Want that
So
truffle butter?
I
well,
mean, you keep digging for it, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Uh,
I don't know if
At
you
some
guys
point, you
want to
got to
take this
stop.
on the air. You guys are kind of into each other right now.
Good joke, boys. How about a nice little
Yeah,
joke?
yeah. Joke, please. This is getting way too
all
out of
right, all
hand.
right, all right, all right, all right.
It's getting way too real.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got another
It,
one
it
for you.
almost feels like you and I are eavesdropping on their
Recruiting
personal conversations, isn't it, Jose?
We're intruding on a moment. Yeah.
Right.
Shit. Hey,
I said it's late,
Oh
guys.
man, don't tell our girlfriends.
bitch.
Fool's got half his face on the screen like he's some kind of fucking R&B singer.
He's R. Kelly's apprentice.
Yo, Neo let himself go.
I still got the head.
Oh man,
He,
are we killing you with
he,
this shit,
he,
bro?
he looks like Lou Vega's version of combo number 5.
Oh,
Wait, didn't Jose use that joke?
it's still relevant this week.
You got the hat on, right?
As long as you got the hat on, cause it's still gonna be relevant.
Not taking the hat off, so who gives a damn? And ain't no point in taking it off now.
Oh.
Like, oh, they
It's your
changed you
trademark.
into taking off your head.
It's your trademark, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ain't no shame in your game, dude.
But this is what we could say about your weight, Julio. Ain't no shame in your game.
Oh.
Or your gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the jokes you've been waiting for.
Speaking of,
Oh man.
all right,
Yes.
I got one for you. So, what did the penis say to the condom?
So happy to see you.
Oh, cover me. I'm going in.
Ah, nice.
Oh, that's always good.
And I'm going to go hard.
Hey, that's also like so what did the ball say to the penis when the penis said, "Hey, are you ready to party?"
What?
What?
No, because you always get in and you leave us outside knocking.
Oh. Shit.
Good shit.
That's
Good
good.
shit. All right, so we move on to what are you doing? Jose, I'm gonna start you off.
All right. So came across a story. There's a husband and wife were out for dinner, and it happened to be the wife's birthday. And they're being served by a female with a bald head. And the husband happens to also be bald and starts complimenting the waitress on her bald head and the fact that like he's gonna give her pointers on how to do the head looking nice and bald. The wife takes that as being flirty and gives always like, should I shave my head so you can pay attention to me? But
Maybe.
yeah, I'm more like with the guy. Like, what are you doing, guy? It's your wife's birthday and you're flirting in front of her.
Well, question is, was like for example, did the woman have some kind of cancer or some kind of disease where she needed to shave her head?
Personal choice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, at that point, I would agree. What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
You know what I mean? Because prior to that, like if there was some kind of issue going on, I could see him being trying to be supportive.
Exactly.
But yeah, I agree. What are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
But I might have called my wife on it. I might have been like, I don't know, let's do it and see if I find out.
If you don't like it, you can always wear a wig till it grows back.
Yep. If she shaves that hair, that is one hell of a commitment she has to you.
That's just some next level of crazy though.
It is.
She could have just stayed mad at you. She could have just stayed mad at you till you guys made up.
Yep.
Yep.
You just made a really firm decision to fucking shave your head. Damn.
All right, Julio, what you got?
So, obviously, over the weekend, I went down to San Diego and I went to go check out the USS Midway. It's like an aircraft carrier museum.
Hmm.
And as I'm taking videos and pictures and shit, I look down at the water behind the ship, and there's this dude in a kayak just chilling there, staring at the ship. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? You can get this close to like an actual floating ship and not get stopped? Not no one says anything. Like, to me, that was weird. And then the dude whips out a Trump flag, just starts waving it around.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, actually, I saw a lot of that in San Diego.
First,
One dude in a
first, I'm
lifted
not quite
truck.
sure. I'm not quite sure what the Trump flag had to do with anything. Second of all, I don't know if you guys have read George Orwell's 1989,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mhm.
it just seems like Julio's been indoctrinated into this idea that there's like literal boundaries to things.
Continue.
You know what I mean? Like if property isn't owned, then who's to stop you from doing anything? You know what I mean? If you are a U.S. citizen and you are on U.S. territory, who's to stop you from running your kayak up close to that ship? If you're not posing any threat,
He's not scratching it up or doing any damage to it.
Yeah, and it's decommissioned, right? So
Yeah.
no harm at all.
and don't get me wrong, Julio, like I don't think there's anything wrong with you. It's just crazy how much we as a society have been indoctrinated to create these boundaries within our mind that don't actually exist. So when we see somebody doing something outside of our own personal comfort zone, it makes us uncomfortable.
I think it's more of the old wannabe cop in me looks at it as, if you can get this close to this thing and it's full of people, who else can?
Bro, did you just call yourself a wannabe cop?
Yeah.
Damn.
Let's be cops.
No, that's more of a thought that went through my mind, right? I didn't want to get that. I didn't want to get that
You should have led with that, Julio, because the Trump Ricky said had nothing to do with that story. Yeah.
Like that's the beauty of our country, right? Like the beauty of being an American is the fact that like you can believe whatever you want to believe, just don't be a shitty person.
Yep.
Que sabe, sabe.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
All right, mine was a head scratcher. So I found an article where it basically states man stuffs shrimp down his pants in multiple California grocery store thefts. So apparently, and it was running around LA. This dude basically walked into a store at least 3 to 4 times, went directly to the frozen food section, grabbed a bunch of shrimp, stuffed it down his pants, walked out. And he did this all in the span of 15 minutes. And they said that shrimp retails for like $500 a bag.
Ooh.
Damn.
He stole 30 bags.
Oh
He
crap.
didn't really sell him if he got caught, did he?
Nope, it did not say he got caught.
Not
It
yet,
said
at
police are
least.
looking for him. I'm like, you ain't catching him.
No.
Not with the
He's
evidence.
somewhere he's somewhere in Long Beach enjoying the shit out of those shrimp.
Yep.
My question is, like, I understand the first two. Why?
Even if you did, would you go in his pants to get that shrimp?
Nah, fuck that. You keep that.
You burned it. Keep that shrimp.
Homeboy might be rolling commando for all we know.
I'd be like, bro, you got me at a box here. I'm good. Fuck out of here. Like, get back the shrimp. You go in his pants. They don't like it.
That is not my job.
Nope.
It's like, sir, you're security. Yeah.
Nothing
I'm
says that putting it in
Uh,
someone's
I'm
pants.
gonna go ahead and secure my health
Yep.
because he just put that in his pants.
We need that guy from the In and Out fight that's pulling pants down.
Yep.
Maybe that Trump flag had to stop his ass.
He comes running in with that shit in his hand.
Since it just came up inconspicuously in somebody else's shit.
Speaking of which, can I just add to the whole Trump thing? Well,
No.
there was this one pickup truck that kept driving around the parking lot in downtown San Diego with Trump flags in the back for hours, and I'm just thinking, dude, you're wasting your own gas just doing that shit. Like, does that not like get expensive? You got a big ass like Ford lifted pickup truck. Like, doesn't this get old to you?
Well,
Worried
does
about
he truck? Does he
That
own the
again?
truck?
Probably does.
Okay, then who the fuck gives a damn why he's doing it or how much gas he's wasting? You're not paying the car note or the insurance.
he also doesn't understand that driving in that circle means nothing but reaching the people that it's immediately around you, which
Yeah,
probably already vote for the same person that they want to vote for anyway.
he was imagining he was in NASCAR.
He made a bunch of left turns.
That was the joke. All right. So speaking of, I got one last one for you. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
All right. A kid asks his dad, "What's between his mom's legs?" His dad says, "Paradise." So the kid asks dad, "What's between your legs?" And he says, "The key to get into paradise." So the kid says, "Then you should change those locks because the man next door's got an extra key."
Got him.
Oh. Wow. That's good.
Like, bro, that's one hell of a truth bomb to drop on your daddy.
Jesus Christ.
That's epic.
Man. All right. Anything else?
Nah.
I guess we go ahead and end that one. So
Yep.
thank you guys for joining. Please like, share, and subscribe. Any comments you got can go below. Email will be in the description, innermonolog510@gmail.com. Thank you guys for joining.
We
Okay.
appreciate you guys for watching and listening.
Have a good night, y'all.
We